Welcome. In this video, we are going to look at problem 10 from chapter 22 of College Physics 2E by OpenStax. In this problem, we have an electron. We know its velocity. We know it's in a magnetic field, and we know it experiences a magnetic force. And we need to find the angle the velocity of the electron makes with the magnetic field. Okay, so let's start with what we know. Okay, it's an electron. And we're going to use the magnitude of the charge. And so the Q is going to be 1.60 times 10 to the minus 19 coulombs. We know the velocity is 4.00 times 10 cubed meters per second. Note we don't know the direction of the velocity, so we don't need to use the sign of the charge. Okay, we know the field is 1.25 Teslas, and again, we don't know the direction of the field. Okay, we know there is a magnetic force of 1.40 times 10 raised to the minus 16 newtons. And we need to find theta. Okay, so we will have two possibilities. And that is because the sine of theta is equal to the sine of 180 minus theta. So we're going to have two answers. Okay, so we know the force on a moving charge, and this is the magnitude of the force. So we've got the magnitude of Q times the magnitude of V times the magnitude of B times the sine of theta. Let's solve this for sine theta. So sine theta is the force divided by QVB. Take the sine inverse of both sides to get theta. So theta is the sine inverse of the above. So sine inverse of F divided by QVB. Okay. Let's substitute the values. Okay, the force is 1.40 times 10 to the minus 16 newtons. Next is the charge, which is 1.60 times 10 to the minus 19 coulombs. Velocity is 4.00 times 10 cubed meters per second. And then we have the field, which is 1.25 Teslas. Okay, I did that calculation and I got 10.1 degrees. Okay, so there's one answer, and we're going to have something to say about this after. The other answer is theta is 180 minus the 10.1 degrees. And so we get 169.9 degrees. Okay, there is a subtlety here. It was an electron, right? And so when the proton, let's say the V is like this, the B is like that, and we got the 10.1 degrees like that. So the proton will have motion like that. The electron will be different by 180 degrees. And so we can, sometimes it's easier to draw with the coordinate system there. So here's our B. And instead of the 10.1 made with the first quadrant, it's going to be like this. And so this is the 169.9 degrees. So when the proton moves at 10.1, the electron moves at an angle of 169.9 degrees. Okay, when the proton moves at the 169, so here's the B, here's the B, then the electron, here's the B, here's the B, the electron will move and the angle will be at 10.1 degrees. So when we found our first answer, technically that was for the proton, and we should have taken 180 minus to get the 169 for the electron. But then when the proton moves at 169.9, the electron moves at the 10.1. So they're just flip-flopped by 180 degrees. So it's just a minor subtlety there in finding those answers. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments section if you have any questions or if there are any other problems you'd like to see me solve. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.